What's going on, guys? Drone by Dro here, long overdue. Here we have it, guys, the future of drone flights. DJI FPV is finally here. I've had it now for about 2 weeks. Been able to really get acquainted with it. And let me just go right ahead and show you guys everything that comes with it. The goggles. FPV, for those that don't know, stands for first person view. Literally what it sounds like. You're going to be viewing everything that this guy right here is seeing while it's flying. And unlike traditional drones, this has a different angle of flight. When it's going forward, you'll see it going like this, as opposed to like this. And this thing is heavy too, man. As you can see, you got the sensors on the bottom, the battery here in the back. That will actually go ahead and be detaching. But before I do that, let me show you guys the rest. You got the controller here. And what I really like about this controller, aside from the fact that you got the analogs and the inside here, I just keep these on so I don't have to keep taking them on and off. Got extras right there just in case. The USB-C port right there. The controller is that of a console type controller. As you can see, got the same design, kind of the same size. Very cool. This guy right here is the power bank for this right here. So that brings us to the wires that comes with. This right here is the wire that you'll be plugging into the goggles. This goes into that. This goes into that. So let's go right ahead and turn that on. For $1,400, this is a pretty damn good drone. Most FPVs, when they're pre-built, which is what a lot of people had up to this point, pre-built FPVs, they're only going to fly for about 3 to 5 minutes. This one has an incredible battery life, 20-minute battery life, guys. And I can't wait for you guys to see how this thing flies, man. So here we go. Attached is the power bank to the goggles. You got the strap to put it over your head. Click and hold. And your goggles. As far as flying, you are also going to have to connect this to your smartphone, which brings us to this wire right here, which also comes in the box. It's a USB-C that'll plug into here. And if you have iPhone like I do, hopefully you still got the USB iPhone. If not, you're going to need to get one for this to work. You're going to plug it into the adapter. That will get plugged in right here. There's also a spot. There's also a spot for the micro SD chip to go into. Let's go ahead and put that right in there. And then, of course, you're going to have to plug it into your mobile device. And here's how that is going to look when you plug it into the mobile device. Let's go ahead and power this back on. Power bank on, turns on the goggles. Same deal for the controller. You're going to click and hold, just like any other DJI product. And that brings us to the phone part of it. You're going to go to the DJI Fly app. You want to make sure that that is updated to be compatible with the FPV, as well as downloading the DJI Virtual Flight app. This is where you're going to be getting your practice flights in. Very cool. I'll show you guys that in just a second. Here is the DJI Fly app. It's going to have you connect the aircraft. And let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on, guys. This has been my favorite part of showing people this drone, is it actually turning on. Hear that thing sounds godly, man. So now the FPV is on, the controller is on, everything is on. So you want to go ahead and connect the aircraft. Boom, just like that. Just like that, it's already all connected, guys. And that's really what you're going to see the screen here, but you're also going to be looking through here. And this is such a cool experience, guys, because they make sure you don't get motion sickness either. They don't cover the entire field of vision with what you see. As you can see, it's a little dirty from what I use. I got to clean it a little bit. But that is what the goggles will be seeing. Is whatever the drone will be seeing. As far as the training app, you're actually going to want to keep the drone off for that one, because you're going to be using your controller, and you don't want this thing to be flying your drone, obviously. It's just going to be on your smartphone. So you're going to select remote controller. If you have the motion control, which is the little stick, you're going to be moving it in the direction you want to fly it in. We do not have the motion controller. Costs about $200 for anybody that is interested in buying it, but we are not getting that one. You want to make sure it's off, is how it's going to prompt you. Power off the aircraft, connect the goggles, which we already did, and then you're going to be able to hop right into a simulator. How about that? All right, so let's go ahead and get some, let's get a free flight in, just so you guys can see. Let's go to the parking garage. Free fly. Obviously, this thing looks way cooler on the goggles, but just so it's easier on your eyes, it's probably best to start here. Push both controls inwards and go up. Whoa, there we go. That's how the simulator is going to look. You could either look at it this way, or you could look at it that way, like as if you're actually the drone, and it'll show you if you're about to crash and stuff like that. How cool is this, guys? I recommend getting hours of practice, and this is what you will see in the headset. As you can see, the H right there. When you have these goggles on, you will see the H wherever you're flying. And you also got the gimbal rotator right here. You got the start and stop button right here. You got the brake button right here, so you can be flying at really high speeds. It goes up to 100 miles an hour, but if you hit that brake, it stops immediately. Boom, just like that. That's how it's going to look like in real life. We'll give you that option to just go ahead and stop right away. So that's the virtual flight. These are all the controls. Let's go ahead and back up out of here. So make sure that you download these apps. You're going to want the virtual flight app. You're going to want the DJI Fly app. A lot of time in the simulator. There are 3 modes on this controller. There's the normal mode, which you'll be using most of the time, especially if you're a beginner. You got the sport mode, which turns off the obstacle avoidance on the drone, which is really cool, an FPV with obstacle avoidance. And this will allow you to fly at a higher velocity. And then manual mode is where you'll be able to do all the tricks. That's more for the advanced drone pilots. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still trying to learn. To be able to unlock that, though, you will need to complete the manual simulator, and you'll really need to put a lot of time before. It's really, really hard. You're going to need to put a lot of time before actually getting to that point. So here's what comes in the box, guys. Obviously, I don't have the box here with me, but this is what comes in it. It also comes with propellers. You also have this guy right here, the charger. Good old DJI chargers. Comes with 2 USB ports. This is what you'll be plugging in to your FPV battery, as you can see. All right, so here we are with the DJI FPV. I actually recommend we should probably do it in the field a little bit because we're near some cars. But we have everything right here. DJI Fly app is where you're going to be connecting it to. As you can see, the cable that I showed you guys before, this is the cable that goes into the iPhone. This is going to be the power cable. It's going to be going into this guy right here. Keep this charged at all times. Of course, the classic DJI controller, but this time console style, as you've seen earlier in the video. DJI Fly right there. And then you already know where I'm looking. Let's see this bad boy take off. Let's just get right into it, guys. This is how you're going to turn it on. When you turn it on, you're going to flick both of the analogs inwards like this. And that'll get the propellers going. And then with the left, you push up. And then you're off. You got the record button. You can do it on the goggles or on the look at that view, guys. That is beautiful. Let's go ahead and check this out. Look at this. So much space inside, guys. You can't see it on the screen, but in my goggles, I got the home point marked as a fat white piece. DJI first person view, baby. If you are a drone pilot, I recommend you get one of these ASAP. Don't be scared of the learning curve. This is the future of drone piloting. They made this drone, which is for racing, good for cinematography now. It can take pictures and it can take videos up to 4K 60 frames per second. The only thing is no stabilization. You're just gonna have to really maneuver this thing like better than ever before, guys. I highly recommend you get it. I loved it, and I'm gonna be ripping this thing every day. As long as the weather permits, I'm ripping this thing every single day. So if you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Drone by Dro. Gonna start coming out with more drone videos now that we got this bad boy right here. Been waiting for this FPV craze, man, and here it is, guys. Don't miss out. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Fly safe, my friends.